Field is nearly ready. They jump 16 or 15 fences on their journey of 3,400. Magic View standing near the outside. Sweet Esquire took over the outside barrier, and so they're ready to go. Off they go now. And the two greys jumped away well near the outside, Magic View and Sweet Esquire. Here's the first of 15 coming up. Hibernian Princess prominent down on the inside. Sober in the white colours jumped well. Magic View made a little bit of a mistake there and he's drifting back. Yo-Yo Joe from near the outside is up prominent as well. And Hibernian Prince is going to settle just off them with Irish Piper. Indianapolis is back at the tail, and so too is Kingston Campbell. Here's the third fence coming up now. And Sober has settled down with a good lead. He's about 3 in front, but he wants to go faster. He's getting his head up. Yo-Yo Joe's crossed over the rails to be in second placing as they enter the lane. Round Century is back third, and then Hibernian Prince fourth on the outside of Indianapolis, and then Irish Piper. Next is Sweet Esquire, and they're followed then by Kingston Campbell, and Magic View had dropped out to be last. Here's the second of 5 in the lane. Yo-Yo Joe went through on the inside, and the top weight's taken over the running. From Sober, he leads him by about 3 lengths as they come to the third one in the lane now. They've got away about 6 or 7 lengths clear from Round Century, Indianapolis. Sweet Esquire on the outside of Hibernian Prince as they go to the next fence. Back behind them then is Irish Piper, Magic View, and now Kingston Campbell is last of all. Here's the 8th fence coming up, the 5th in the lane, and Yo-Yo Joe has put on a fast pace in the early stages after taking over the running at the bend, and he heads towards the turn out of the straight, 6 clear. Sober is second, about 5 lengths away, Sweet Esquire. Hibernian Prince fourth, the outside of Indianapolis, and 1 length further back is Round Century. Irish Piper on the inside from Magic View, and Kingston Campbell last of all. They head out of the straight now, and they're about to climb the hill at the back of the track, and Yo-Yo Joe, virtually a specialist at this course, leads by about 7 lengths. Hibernian Prince quickly moved into second placing now, 2 lengths to Sober. They're followed by Sweet Esquire, Round Century the outside, Indianapolis down on the inside of a line of 3. Couple of Irish Piper, Magic View, and Kingston Campbell. Yo-Yo Joe is going to measure the first of a double down at the foot of the rise with a 4-length advantage at least. Might be a shade more. Over the first he goes. Indianapolis is second. Third placing now held by Hibernian Prince, who's gone up past Sober at the second of the double now. In behind those horses is Magic View improving his place. He's got up into 5th on the outside from Kingston Campbell, and then Irish Piper, and a break of about 3 to 4 lengths to Round Century, and Sweet Esquire is last of all. 1,400 to go. They've climbed the hill. There's a double up there to meet them when they get there, and Yo-Yo Joe meets the first of this double up on top of the rise with a 3-length advantage over Hibernian Prince, and Indianapolis is third. Magic View moving up to fourth as they sail over the second of the double. Then came Kingston Campbell, who's jumped a little indifferently today, but he is making ground along the inside as they commence to run downhill off the back now, and making some ground again as Sober. Irish Piper next from Round Century, and Sweet Esquire has dropped out to be a bad last. Downhill now, they've nearly completed a circuit. They've got 3 to get over, and the top weight Yo-Yo Joe by 4. Hibernian Prince is doing a good job at his steeplechase debut. 4 or 5 lengths Indianapolis, and Magic View the outside. Then Kingston Campbell as they go to the third last one, and next Sober on the outside, and further back in the field is Irish Piper and Round Century, and Sweet Esquire threw the rider off at the third last. At the second last, and Yo-Yo Joe leads by 2.5 lengths. Hibernian Prince with something to give. Hooks over his heels now as they come up towards the turn with 1 to get over. Indianapolis to third, then Magic View and Kingston Campbell making ground to the outside. They corner Yo-Yo Joe, immediately headed by Hibernian Prince. He's taken over the running coming to the last. Hibernian Prince from Yo-Yo Joe. Indianapolis down on the inside, or Magic View took a fall. Irish Piper got interfered with. Here's Kingston Campbell after the leader. Hibernian Prince tackled by Kingston Campbell, and then Indianapolis on the inside, 100 out. Hibernian Prince is holding Kingston Campbell at the moment. He's got a 2-length margin on him, and Hibernian Prince at his chase debut came clear and won it well, beating Kingston Campbell a little over 2 lengths. Third, Indianapolis. A break then to Irish Piper, followed in by Yo-Yo Joe, and he's trailed by Round Century, and a long break to Sober, who's the last one to complete the course. Magic View having a fall at the last, and Irish Squire is another one who didn't complete the course. He's trotting around the 2 greys. It was to move in there as Our Spirit, so they're set to run. Ready to go, 1,400 for the second at Sandown. Go Kell, the inside runner. Racing now. Go Kell began well, concluding was a little slow and dropped out at the tail. Hurricane Star got away quickly with Mrs. Miyagi and Cellar Dweller. Noble Glow is going forward on the outside, and as they settle down, so too is Our Spirit. Now, through the first few hundred metres, and Sanctus is settling second last, and there's a good bit of pace on though. Hurricane Star worked to the lead with 1,000 to go. Our Spirit goes to second. The grey Mrs. Miyagi is third on the inside. Cellar Dweller is fourth, and Noble Glow is out a little wider there. In behind them, Go Kell running about sixth on the rail, and they're followed closely in the field by Momentary Madness, tracking out wide. Silvana in the centre, a length and a half to Chicky, Best Intentions. Sanctus second last on the rail, and concluding is 3/4 away. Downhill towards the turn at the 600 metres, and the leader is Hurricane Star. He's out by about a neck here to Our Spirit and Noble Glow, going up 3 wide. Mrs. Miyagi right behind them with Cellar Dweller. Then came Momentary Madness. Hard-ridden Go Kell on the inside from Silvana. Best Intentions pulls out wide. Sanctus still second last as they go by the 400 metres. Our Spirit, Hurricane Star leading Noble Glow by a length. Momentary Madness wider out. Sanctus has got into the clear, but spotting them about 5 or 6 lengths, and Chicky is making ground on the rail. Noble Glow, Our Spirit. Chicky got up on the inside to tackle them. They're about 100 out from home. Chicky getting up on the inside. Noble Glow. Chicky the leader though. Chicky in front end. Chicky gets the money. Nearly a dead heat second. Mrs. Miyagi, Noble Glow. Sanctus running fourth, leaving it late. Then followed Silvana, followed in by Best Intentions and Momentary Madness from Go Kell. Concluding was next, and then the weakening Our Spirit. Hurricane Star dropped out to finish second last, and Cellar Dweller last of all. Number 5, Chicky, getting right through on the inside for Patrick Payne, has got the money, having only its third outing for Bart Cummings. A very good run first up here at Sandown. And then they're just about right. La Rev, one from the outside, now joined by Rancher's Bell, coming into the outside gate. Once she's ready, they'll be set to go. 2:10 for Iberian, drawn gate number 1. Now moving in, Rancher's Bell on the outside next to La Rev, so they're set to go. Iberian, drawn 1. Set. Racing. She jumped reasonably, only Iberian down on the inside, one of the first to bound out in the race. Going forward is Comically on the outside with La Rev, and going away fast is Shirley's Lavina in the centre of the line. Dan Viva shows plenty of speed. Iberian's 10 lengths last as they settle into stride. They're coming up towards the turn, and back in the field is Flash of Magic over on the inside, and well back is Alumni as they swing the corner, and it's going to be Shirley's Lavina first round the turn from Do Duo. Comically, just behind them is Dan Viva over on the inside, and they're followed further back then by La Rev coming down the outside. Shirley's Lavina in front, 300 to go from Do Duo, Dan Viva, then Archmobile. Flash of Magic's coming home fairly well, but Shirley's Lavina at the 100 in front. Do Duo's a length away. Shirley's Lavina from Do Duo, then Archmobile and Flash of Magic. Shirley's Lavina under the whip in front. Do Duo taking a late dive. Oh, this is close. Do Duo or Shirley's Lavina, and then Flash of Magic third. Just behind those to finish was Shenny, who made some ground near the inside, and then came Ebonese Archmobile, Alumni. Back behind those to finish in the race then was Rancher's Bell and Dan Viva. Iberian picking up just the last 1 or 2 over the line. Back towards the tail end of the field is Comically, and La Rev has finished at the tail. Stand by for numbers here. Racing now, Turlington out fairly on the inside with Xenia. Flamber began fast, and Adeline's Joy got away quickly. Gold Change hard ridden. The grey Catlana Doll over near the outside began very fast, and Berlin was away quickly as well. Very tightly bunched, and Captive Bird has settled back towards the tail. Innocent Baby is back amongst the tail enders as well. As they came before the turn now, Gold Change outside Adeline's Joy. Xenia is third, Turlington fourth, Red Vista is fifth within 4 of the leader. Berlin wider from Flamber. They're followed then by Captive Captive Bird down on the inside, and then She's a Dart, Satirical Miss, Innocent Baby, Gold Lady and Catlana Doll last as they corner. Adeline's Joy on the inside in front, Gold Change being hard ridden second. Wider out now, Berlin is starting to come home well with Xenia on her inside and Red Vista trying to get through. Adeline's Joy in front, Flamber the inside and Berlin down the outside, then Captive Bird, but Berlin hit the front, drew away. Captive Bird, Red Vista run on, but Berlin won it easily. Berlin from Captive Bird and Red Vista third. Flamber fourth over on the inside, then Adeline's Joy, Gold Change, Innocent Baby and Satirical Miss, followed by She's a Dart, Gold Lady, Xenia's well back, Turlington second last and Catlana Doll last of all. Number 7 is the winner, Berlin, 12:44.10 on Super Tab, beating Captive Bird and Red Vista. Montaigne Way still to move in. Here's Montaigne Way coming up into the line now. Not too far away from a start. Started eyeing them off here. Hidden Claws is the inside runner. Good support, Blue Pharaoh. They're off. Hidden Claws out fairly down on the inside. Limerick Scene, one of the first to bound out. Montaigne Way, Dapper Zap and Blue Pharaoh. These three all bound out together and settling into stride. Montaigne Way at the 1200 is working to the lead. Dapper Zap second. Blue Pharaoh settling third. Hidden Claws is fourth. And Limerick Scene is a handy fifth on the outside. Followed a length and a half away by Satashi. Brodance on the outside. None for the Road down on the fence. 2 lengths to .com. Power and Rhythm is being followed further back by Helene Honor and Dover Street at the tail. Montaigne Way the leader out towards the 800 bend by a length and a half, running downhill in front of Dapper Zap second. Hidden Claws is now third. Limerick Scene moved up into fourth placing and Blue Pharaoh fifth between horses. 2 Satashi, followed then by Brodance travelling 3 wide. None for the Road on the rail. Power and Rhythm next being followed by .com and 2 lengths away Dover Street outside Helene Honor. Montaigne Way comes to the corner at the 450. Will balance for the run in nearly a length in front from Dapper Zap, and wider out is Limerick Scene. Hidden Claws in behind them starting to come home fairly, and Blue Pharaoh is next. Then down the outside is Power and Rhythm with Brodance. Montaigne Way led at the 300, out by a couple of lengths near the inside. The chasers are plenty. Limerick Scene, Hidden Claws, Satashi, Blue Pharaoh, but Montaigne Way still in front, 100 out. Has them beaten. Hidden Claws trying hard, but Montaigne Way all the way beats Hidden Claws. Photo third, a beauty. Blue Pharaoh's there with None for the Road close up on the inside. Power and Rhythm and Brodance aren't too far away, wider out. Just behind them were Limerick Scene and Satashi. .com, Dover Street, followed by Helene Honor, and back at the tail was Dapper Zap. There's Avenel Road coming up into the line. Its Torpedo Gold is moving in, and Desiree will be the last to come up. Now Desiree moving up into the line. All in, they're set to run over at the 1200 metres. All clear is through, and they're away and racing now. And Its Torpedo Gold dropped out towards the tail end. In fact, it's last, and Surfboard bounded out looking for the lead ahead of Paris Gone. Dennis Lou was away well, settling in third placing, and De Gaulle Lane booting up fast will soon be second. Royal Jugar in the pink colours settling down about fifth, and they're followed by Idyllic Dream. Owen on the inside, and Avenel Road is deeper out. Just behind them then is Diamond Rhythm as they go to the 800 turn. A couple of lengths away is King Island, Its Torpedo Gold, Desiree, and Perfectly Matched as last on the inside. Surfboard the leader. Avenel Road moved up a half length away second. De Gaulle Lane gets a good run third. Paris Gone fourth on the inside, and then Royal Jugar. Next a length and a half away is Dennis Lou in the red cap, and Diamond Rhythm in the blue and pink colours is following at home round the outside. Then came Owen and King Island getting onto the back of Diamond Rhythm. Well on the straight now, and it's Surfboard on the inside. Avenel Road from Paris Gone. Royal Jugar. Diamond Rhythm is starting to come home. King Island battling a bit. Diamond Rhythm them out in the middle of the course, racing up to De Gaulle Lane. De Gaulle Lane from Diamond Rhythm. De Gaulle Lane is giving something though. Holds Diamond Rhythm at bay, and De Gaulle Lane comes away the last bit and wins it well from Diamond Rhythm. Dennis Lou third, Avenel Road fourth, and then Royal Jugar. Perfectly matched, made some late ground. King Island one battered, then it's Torpedo Gold. Idyllic Dream. Owen next over on the inside, followed by Desirok, and Paris gone well back, and Surfboard weakening to be with the tail enders. Number 3, the winner, De Gaulle Lane, ridden by Stephen Arnold. First in from a spell, and he's been too good sitting up on the pace and then drawing clear. Good victory for number 3, De Gaulle Lane. A first up winner by 6 lengths at a hit. They're off. And Starter caught them pretty well with Picnic Bell, one of the first to bounce out of the line, looking for the lead in the early part. Lanny was away okay, and Limerick Lady is up there too, with Princess Nelina settling just off the speed. Darting Princess is about 6th or so in the red and white stripes, with Indigo Rain going forward ahead of her now. They're trailed closely in the field by My Santana over on the rails. A good way back is Fairy Garden by the 1,000 metres, and then My Lavinia, Smites' Relish, Shades of Stubborn, and 2 lengths to La Riviere last of all. They're about to come off the back, and Picnic Bell made the play by a length. Lanny is second. Princess Nelina is beautifully placed third on the inside. They're followed by Limerick Lady, nearly a length away fourth, and then 2 lengths to Indigo Rain. Over on the inside, My Santana. A length further back is Fairy Garden, followed by Darting Princess, and then My Lavinia ridden along on the rail. La Riviere starts her run now, coming 3 or 4 wide around the home turn, followed by Shades of Stubborn and Smites' Relish. Picnic Bell led from Lanny as say corner. Princess Nelina right behind them, needing it out, and then Limerick Lady running on fairly well. Back behind them, My Santana's getting up on the inside, and then Fairy Garden. Indigo Rain with the run. La Riviere's got right to the outside, but Limerick Lady in the meantime inside the 200, she kicked out Limerick Lady by a couple to My Lavinia. Indigo Rain coming home fairly well. Limerick Lady in front. My Lavinia having a late dip at her. Limerick Lady holding on and just wins it from My Lavinia. About 4 lengths away third. Indigo Rain in front of Lanny My Santana, and they're followed by Smites' Relish, Shades of Stubborn. Further back in the field then at the head of the others was Starting Princess, Princess Nelina, Fairy Garden, La Riviera, disappointing performance, and back last the early leader Picnic Bell. Limerick Lady, ridden by Darren Gauchi, takes out the 7th on the card. Number 11, My Lavinia, closed rapidly in the last little bit but missed out, and third to Indigo Rain. Numbers 11, 8 and 6. 11, 8 and 6 in the Leica Show handicap. Nearly ready. Now they're just about right. Hail a cab rearing in the air. Off they go, and now one of the first out was Mistook in the middle of the line. Regal Arc was a touch slow. Trent Bridge with the blinkers on today bounded out, and it's leading early. Mistook taking it on. Hail a Cab is settling third between them. Easing back now. Now Danerax on the improve. Jasper's Gold's pushing up on the inside. Uvarage settling about 7th. The grey Silver Rebel outside it. They're followed then by Tri-City as they make their way towards the turn out of the straight. It's dropped onto the rail. Tarouge behind it from Loose Rose. They're trailed then by Blue on Black and Sworn to Secrecy, and Regal Arc is at the tail of the field. Trent Bridge in front by the 1,600 metres. Mistook moved up a half length away. 2.5 to our Danerac third. Jasper's Gold is a length away fourth. The inside 1.5 to Hail a Cab. Tri-City next, and they're followed by Silver Rebel tracking a little wide, and Uvarage midfield. Loose Rose next, followed by Tarouge. 2 lengths to Sworn to Secrecy. Blue on Black is second last, and last is Regal Arc as they go down the back. Trent Bridge on top out near the 1,250, led by a length and a half. Mistook second. Silver Rebel moving up into third, placing Jasper's Gold as a head away fourth. Our Danerac is fifth. 2 lengths Tri-City on the inside. Uvarage is out 3 deep. Hail a Cab is in the centre. 1.5 to Loose Rose on the inside of Tarouge, and they're trailed 2 lengths away by Blue on Black on the outside of Sworn to Secrecy, and Regal Arc at the tail. About 900 to go now, and Silver Rebel moved up on the outside and poked the head in front of Trent Bridge. A length and a half away, Mistook in third placing, and Nick Jasper's Gold fourth. The inside one, Uvarage. Our Dane Rack is on the rail. 3 lengths further back behind those is Tricidity on the inside of Haler Cab, and then Tarouge. At least 2 lengths behind these to Loose Rose. Sworn to Secrecy a long way back. So is Blue on Black, and Regal Arc is last. On the corner at the 450 metres now, and Trent Bridge again boots through on the inside to head Silver Rebel. Mistook eases out for its run 3 deep. Plenty of room for Jasper's Gold to get through on the inside, and then Uvarage, and now Dane Rack and a break to Tricidity battling away, and then Haler Cab. Mistook is racing up with Jasper's Gold, who got through on the inside. They go to the 200 metres together with Uvarage closing fairly well, and our Dane Rack, but Jasper's Gold in front at the 100. Our Dane Rack, Mistook and Uvarage are next, but Jasper's Gold is clear nearing the line, and holding them out, Jasper's Gold takes the last by nearly a length to our Dane Rack second. Mistook ahead away third, Uvarage close up fourth. A break Silver Rebel, Tarouge, Loose Rose, Haler Cab, Sworn to Secrecy, Regal Arc, and then came Tricidity. Trent Bridge second last, and bad last in it was Blue on Black. Jasper's Gold takes out the last, number 1. Written by Roger Booth. He put it in a beautiful place just behind the speed on the inside set.